KAP International used to hold a small portfolio of diverse industrial businesses, but in 2012 it acquired two major companies from Steinhoff, namely Bison and Unitrans.
Exactly. So it's in this conversation because of the Unitrans piece. People will be familiar with the Unitrans fleet. They are in logistics, vehicle and fleet management and all of that stuff, but they also have a distribution network of retail motor vehicle stores that sell different brands and all the rest of it. So it's an interesting story because it was a totally uninteresting industrial conglomerate till it became part of the Steinhoff family, at which point it transformed itself, got a new CEO, Joe Gravier, who came from the Unitrans side of the business.
Market cap here, we're sitting at 13 billion rand. KAP has a price to earnings ratio of 15 and a dividend yield of 2%. Is this one that you've had your eye on?
Yes, and you'll recall that Steinhoff actually sold down their stake, I think, through those various transactions. They initially owned around 62%. In preparation of this Frankfurt listing, they sold down to 45%. What that did was free up a lot of shares. We actually took up some shares in that placement and has improved the liquidity. And I see the business more as a standalone operation now, refocusing somewhat. They've sold their footwear operations. They bought the Restonic bed manufacturing operations. And you've seen very solid results, some de-gearing as a result of the good performance, and the shares re-rated fairly significantly off the back of that.
Paul, we haven't had a foray with KAP, have we, previously?
No, we've sort of looked at it and we long thought that perhaps it was a little bit misunderstood by the market. Because remember, whenever you have a situation where there's a whole new business mix, you don't know what the earnings are going to be, you don't even know what the number of shares at issue are going to be, you don't know when they're going to count the shares in issue. So it's very difficult to put a pin in what those headline earnings are going to be.
No,
but
not
as
a bad
time's
looking
gone
share
by,
price graph.
particularly in the last year, it's really come into its own. And as Rowan said, they sold also the bully beef business. They have really repositioned this one. And PG Bison, we haven't talked about that, is a very good business. I mean, that's a big, big player in terms of the manufacturing of wood-based products, from forestry right through to plywood and all the other stuff that comes out.
It sounds as though you're going with another hot on KAP International. Do we have a hot from you, sir?
I think so. Why not? You know, we're in a positive frame of mind here. Unitrans is probably being affected by the same pressures as those other businesses. But, you know, the share price tells a story. People like this one. It's got a big market cap. It's not very widely owned by institutions.
Well, he was hot yesterday on all the listed retail stocks we spoke about. You are hot or not on KAP International?
Finally, we agree.
Finally, you agree. Well.